So I felt like it was the right time to tell my story before it's past a point that it didn't matter.
But my mom was, she was really hurt growing up. She had so many things going on in her life, so she was navigating her faith journey. For me, it was just confusing because she'd say one thing and then she would say, well, you're forgiven, but then I'd do something bad or whatever was supposedly bad, but then she'd make me feel ashamed. It was a lot, a lot of people, a lot of dynamic, a lot of stuff. I was in my head a lot, it was hard for me to really enjoy it like that, but I know that some days are gonna be just like that. Looking back now, I'm like, it was definitely an arranged marriage. They set this whole thing up.
That's my only request. Leave me alone.
I love Selena. She's a sweetheart. What you see is how she is.
In this video, we're going to delve into the intriguing story of Justin Bieber and his mom, Patty Millett, and the apparent tension between her and Hailey Baldwin. We'll explore the possible reasons behind Patty's absence from the spotlight and why she may not be the biggest fan of Hailey. Stick around as we uncover the juicy details and connections between this family drama. Patty Millett, Justin Bieber's mom, had a challenging upbringing. She had to navigate numerous difficulties in her life, which impacted her faith journey. It was a confusing time for young Justin, as his mom would often say one thing, but then make him feel ashamed for his actions. Now, let's take a closer look at Justin and Hailey's love story. It's like a roller coaster ride with lots of twists and turns. Imagine a storybook romance, but with a few bumps along the way. Justin and Hailey, they're a young couple who've had their share of good times and bad times. They've had to face some real challenges together, and it hasn't always been easy. Sometimes, their relationship got as stormy as a thunderstorm on a hot summer day. Their love story isn't a straight line, it's more like a curvy road. Imagine a curvy road with lots of obstacles. Just when things seem to be going great, it's like they hit a speed bump and things got a bit shaky. So, what's the deal with Justin's mom, Patty? Well, it's like this. When Justin and Hailey fell in love, things got a bit complicated. It's kind of like when you're trying to balance a stack of books and one of them starts to wobble. Their love story hit a rough patch when Hailey entered the picture. Justin's mom, Patty, might not have been too happy about it, and that caused some tension. It's almost like a puzzle. You know when you're trying to fit the pieces together and one piece just doesn't seem to match the others? That's how it felt for Justin, Hailey, and Patty. They had to figure out how to make everything fit, and sometimes it felt like one piece was a bit too big or too small. Their love story isn't just about sweet moments and smiles. It's got its share of frowns and puzzling moments too. But like any good story, it keeps us all curious, waiting to see what happens next. Rumors have circulated that Patty doesn't entirely trust Hailey and may have some suspicions about her motives. We'll explore some of the intriguing breadcrumbs Patty has left on social media, suggesting possible friction in her relationship with Hailey. Patty's soft spot for Justin's ex-girlfriend, Selena Gomez, adds an extra layer of intrigue to this story.
I love Selena. She's a sweetheart. What you see is how she is.
We'll discuss Patty's public admiration for Selena and how it may have contributed to the tension between Patty and Hailey. Let's talk about something important in this story, Justin's past troubles with substances. Justin had some tough times dealing with things that aren't good for him. These things can make people act differently, and not in a good way. Now, here's the connection between Justin's mom, Patty, and Hailey. Patty, Justin's mom, knows all too well what it's like to battle with these bad things. She went through a rough patch in her life where she was using substances when she was very young, just 14 years old. Imagine someone that young getting caught up in something harmful. It's not a good place to be. Patty's own experiences make her extra worried about her son, Justin. She loves him a lot, and she doesn't want to see him struggle like she did. It's like a mom trying to protect her child from danger. So, what did Patty do? She tried to talk to Hailey about her concerns. It's like when you see someone you care about walking too close to the edge of a cliff, and you want to warn them about the danger. Patty wanted to make sure Hailey understood how serious this was, and that she was worried about Justin's health and well-being. But here's the thing. Hailey might not have taken Patty's concerns seriously. It's like when someone tells you it's going to rain, but you don't believe them, and then you end up getting wet. It's possible that Hailey didn't fully understand the dangers of Justin's past struggles, and that might have caused some tension between her and Patty. Imagine this tension as a rope that's pulled too tight. It's uncomfortable, and if you don't handle it carefully, it can snap.
So I felt like it was the right time to tell my story before it's past a point that it didn't matter.
But my mom was, she was really hurt growing up. She had so many things going on in her life, so she was navigating her faith journey. For me, it was just confusing because she'd say one thing and then she would say, well, you're forgiven, but then I'd do something bad or whatever was supposedly bad, but then she'd make me feel ashamed.
That's what might have happened in this situation. Haley and Patty might not have seen eye to eye on this important matter, and it created more problems in their relationship. In the end, Patty just wanted the best for her son, Justin. She didn't want him to go down a bad path, especially when she knew how hard it was to come back from it. It's like a mother's love and concern for her child, and she wanted to make sure he stayed on the right track. Justin has been open about his complicated relationship with his mom, revealing that he felt closer to his dad than to Patty.
We're teenagers. It was on again, off again. And
but you weren't together after he was born.
But yeah, when, as we got older, we both grew, and his dad's been around since he was a baby. So
right.
When some people think that he just came along when he became famous, and that's not true. His dad's been there, and he's a good dad, and I consider him a friend today. We went to Disney a couple weeks ago all together. And
he's shared insights into how his actions let down his mom, leading to a strained mother-son dynamic. We'll uncover the journey they've taken to rebuild trust. Patty's past struggles with substance addiction have been mirrored by her son, Justin. We'll explore how their shared history might be influencing Patty's concerns and the current state of their relationship. Recent videos of Justin's questionable behavior, including an unexpected encounter with his former dealer, have raised concerns about his sobriety. We'll discuss how these incidents might be causing Patty to distance herself from her son and what role Haley might play in this drama. The relationship between Justin Bieber, his mom Patty Millett, and Haley Baldwin is a complex web of emotions, past struggles, and suspicions. Whether Patty's absence is due to concerns about her son's sobriety, her support for Selena Gomez, or other factors, it's clear that this family's dynamics are far from straightforward.
Selena, she loves it also? She loves to go to Disneyland as much as he does?
Yeah, well, she's, from Disney, I think, so she's got that whole...
But that's what could make her go, I've had enough Disney. You know what I mean?
That's true, too, yeah.
She could say, all right, enough of the Disney, but she loves it as much.
They love it.
And do you adore her? You have to say yes. What are you going to say?
Seriously, how can you not like her? You've met her.
Yeah.
She's so sweet.
Oh, I love her. I think she's fantastic.
And, yeah, she's good for him, and they're great together.
Yeah. They're a cute couple.
They're adorable.
All right, now...
The mystery continues to unfold, leaving us all on the edge of our seats, eager to discover the next shocking twist in this celebrity drama.